Hey guys, so today's look is going to be a get ready with me kind of thing. Just my typical day at work, kind of my steps I take to get ready for work. This isn't going to be anything like profoundly interesting or like new or a new kind of technique or look or anything like that. This is just to show you guys kind of like my typical when I'm getting ready for work, my usual look I do, the kind of hair I do, all the steps that I usually take to get ready for work. So I hope you guys like this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see how I got this look, then please stay tuned. So the first thing I'm going to do is start by cleaning my skin. I use Cleanse Off oil from MAC to wash my face morning and night. I just really apply some to my hands, really massage it in everywhere and every little nook and cranny, takes off every trace of makeup, dirt, everything. And then I will just rinse with water afterwards, and it will rinse completely clean with no residue. So don't worry and feel like, oh my God, I'm going to look oily or it's going to enhance the oiliness of my skin, because it doesn't. And then I will use Comfort Cream as my moisturizer, either this or Studio Moisture Cream from MAC. Either will do. Comfort Cream has been discontinued, so I would go for Studio Moisture Cream. They're both really great. Sorry, first of all, that my voice is deep because I am a little sick. Also, again, like I said last video, my fan turns on exactly when I start recording because my computer gets really hot, sorry. So, for my hair, I use my Nume wand as always. I use the blue magic wand. And then I am using Batiste dry shampoo. I like that particular version because it smells the best to me. And then I will use Herbal Essences volumizing hairspray for my hairspray. Not because I love the volume, mostly for the smell. And so I start off by spraying this on my roots. I'm doing this because I washed my hair the day before and my hair gets oily very quickly. So I have to spray this in to get rid of some of that oil. I am then going to be just brushing out my hair using a wide tooth comb. Nothing fancy. I just like to brush out any knots and brush the dry shampoo through my hair. So it's kind of just like really soaked in and there's not like residue or anything. So then I'm just going to go through the normal process of curling my hair, honestly, except this time I'm wrapping the hair around the barrel so it lays flat, as opposed to just holding the piece the whole time as I'm wrapping it, if that makes sense. That way this comes out more like a ringlet, like if I was using a curling iron with a clip on it, as opposed to the normal, waviness you can get from just kind of taking the hair and wrapping it around all the way across. So I'm just doing that across the entire head. You guys have seen me do this so many times. It's just my normal thing I do. I kind of do the bottom section first, and then after that I spray each section as I go. And then I will just kind of go up and section off as I go all the way to the top of my head, and I kind of just like break it into like maybe 1 inch to 1.5 inch sections. I do a very thick hair, so that's why I have to do a bunch of sections. I can't do like a lot of people do, or just like have all my hair down and just grab random pieces and start curling it. Like, it has to be a process of like sectioning because I have so much hair. So after that is done, I will just kind of run my fingers through my hair first to break them up a little bit and kind of just fluff around my hair so that it gets a little more body to it. And then I will go back in with that wide tooth comb and just kind of brush through the hair to make it a little more like fluid and less piecey curls. I kind of want it to just be kind of bouncy, thick curls. And I don't want them to be ringlets. Seriously, ladies, when I see people who have like those ringlet curls that they didn't brush through, it looks so silly. So please brush through them. It looks so much better, I promise. So I'm starting off my makeup with my eyes. I am using the new MAC 24-Hour Extend Eye Base. And I will let you guys know, I am not biased because I work at MAC. You guys know that I will tell it like it is, and my honest opinions about everything. That is my new favorite eye primer. It is even better than the NARS one. I am not even joking. And that is a big deal because I've been using the NARS primer, as you guys know, for like 5 years. And this is actually better, so I am like amped because it's so good. So I put that on. The eyeshadow I just used to highlight my brow bone was Orb from MAC, which is like a pinky peachy toned cream color. So then I am putting some tape to get a nice straight line, and I'm starting off with Always Sunny, which is a Pro Longwear eyeshadow from MAC with a 224 brush, and I'm going to put that in my crease from the outer corner all the way to the inner corner, and just really blending that out a lot. I did layer this a lot because Always Sunny is a very thin, sheer eyeshadow. I like that in the sense that I can build it up to as much as I want it to be and it doesn't go on super strong, but I do wish it was just a little stronger. But at any rate, it's still a good color. It's a kind of like bamboo from MAC, but a little more orange. And so I'm just putting that across the crease with that 224 brush. I don't particularly find these last any longer because I wear primer anyway, so I wouldn't really notice the difference. I haven't worn these colors without eye primer to know if they like stay on any longer than regular eyeshadows, so I can't say anything about that, but the colors are really pretty. So then I'm taking Uninterrupted, which is another Pro Longwear eyeshadow, and I'm going to put that in the crease as well, but I'm kind of focusing more on building that up in the outer corner too, and I'm using a 217 brush to apply this. So once I feel like it's super intense, as it possibly could be in the corner, I do blend it all the way across the crease as well. And this is like a perfect mustardy, warm brown, medium kind of color. It's so pretty. After that, I'm going to be taking Sweet Satisfaction and packing that on my eyelid with a Lancome number 12 brush, I think this is. And this is just like a very light taupe. So it's not champagne. It is sort of like a grayish, if that makes sense, like a gray beige kind of taupey color. Very shimmery. It's so pretty. So I'm putting that on my eyelid, and then I'm going to take Shroom from MAC, which is one of my favorite highlight colors, and that's going to go on the inner corner, blended up into the eyelid color. You guys have seen me do that so many times. You know the deal. Just makes it kind of flow really nicely. And I'm also going to pack that on top of the orb color just to brighten up the highlight a little bit because I wanted it just a little brighter. But you guys know that Shroom isn't like too crazy metallic, so it won't make my brow bone like crazy 80s metallic looking. After that, I am going in with Ground Brown. This is a MAC Pro color, but can now be bought at freestanding MAC stores. And using an e.l.f. $1 blending brush, one of my favorite brushes, I'm going to start packing that on the outer corners of my eye. So once I have it really packed on the outer corner, I do also take it a little bit into the crease. I love using the tape method for this kind of thing because you can just really pack that on the corner of the tape and it'll just be perfect when you take the tape off, and it's awesome. In case you're wondering, this tape is low tack artist tape. I think you might be able to find it at Walmart. I buy mine at a art supply store because I use this for my paintings and drawings, but any kind of tape will work, obviously. So again, just keep packing that on until you feel like it's as dark as you want. And as you can see, I really, really blend this, so there's no like lines. It's just perfect fluid blending into one another. Love it. So then for my liner, I am using the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. Love this eyeliner. It's super great. It's one of those great liquid liners that's a pen that really flows. I don't really like the foam tip black like eyeliner thingies, pen majiggies, whatever I'm trying to say. I don't really like the ones that are like foam tip. I really only like the ones that are like the brush tip like this. So like this one or the Physicians Formula, they're both awesome. And so yeah, doing a simple wing and then using Salon Perfect Demi Wispies. I like buying these from Walmart because you get 4 pairs for $8, which is retarded, like so cheap. It's amazing. And they're absolutely stunning. I can use each pair like 5 times. And so I'm just applying those with lash tweezers. I did include how I put these on in this video because I feel like a lot of people ask me that, or they like take notice how I'm putting them on. So I like to include that so you can see. Using black Revlon glue, I just stick them on the outer corner first, then tuck in the inner corner, and then as you can see, I press along the entire lash band all the way across to make sure they're stuck all the way. And that really makes them like perfectly fluid into the lashes. You can't see them. It's amazing. So then I am dancing for a second as I apply my graphblack Technakohl Liner from MAC. And this is just a really great deep black eye pencil. It's twist up, so it makes my life easier. And it is one of the only ones from MAC that is safe to put on your waterline, so that's why I use this one on my waterline. Only this one, the Pro Longwears and the Kohls are safe to put in your waterline, just in case you're wondering. So if you're using a PowerPoint from MAC to put in your waterline, it is not safe for your eyes, so quit it. So then I just smudge that liner out first with the brush clean, and then I am going over that with a little bit of Uninterrupted Longwear eyeshadow just to, you know, bring those colors around from the top down to the bottom, and then finishing off the lower lash line with Ground Brown a little more tightly close to the lash line all the way across. So again, it's really fluid, it matches the top, and it makes sense, and your whole look is kind of, I don't know, making sense, I guess. So once I have that on, I applied the telescopic extensions from L'Oreal to the top and bottom lashes, and then I'm going to go start with my face makeup. This is Studio Fix Fluid from MAC in the color NC35, applied with a beauty blender. This is one of my favorite foundations. It is such full coverage. I love it. Now you're going to say to me, Allison, you're applying too much face makeup. But when I tell you, like when I'm doing these steps and I'm showing you, I am applying minimal product with every step. That's very important. So even though the things I'm going to be using are all very full coverage, it doesn't end up being thick cakey because I apply them very naturally and lightly. Cool. So next I'm using another brand new product from MAC, and this is the, as you can see, I just said it's so good, the Studio Conceal and Correct Duo. It is a little thing that looks like a lip gloss one, and it's double-ended. There's 4 different colors to these. I'm using the lightest option of colors, and it is just ridiculously good. And I'm going to be so honest with you guys, I thought I would hate this stuff. I thought it was going to be like, whatever, I don't care, I don't like it, it's whatever. It is ridiculously good. And I'm very impressed with MAC this go-around with the things that have launched in the last couple weeks. It's blown my mind how really great quality everything is. I am very impressed, like I said. I will be honest with you that sometimes, like, when we come out with stuff, I'm just like, Jesus, like, boring. It's so, like, we've done this before kind of thing. But I will tell you, all this stuff that's come out recently is fabulous, fabulous. The blemish gel, like I said, the eye primer, these concealers, they're so ridiculously good. So I just applied both colors in a couple little stripes. Again, I didn't use too much, although it may look like I used a lot. And then just blend them all together with a beauty blender on both sides of my eyes. And then with whatever's left in the beauty blender, I just kind of stuck that on my chin and anywhere else I wanted to highlight. And then I am taking my Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Light to apply that as my like setting powder for my concealer and the highlight and stuff. And I'm using this Sonia Kashuk like bullet kind of synthetic brush, probably meant for foundation, but I love the way it applies my under eye setting powder. It looks awesome. And so I just applied that again on both sides. I did not set my highlighty areas though with this powder, I don't think, because I didn't want it to be like so crazy bright. So then I'm taking my Studio Fix powder in the color NC35 to set the entire rest of my face. Like I said, guys, you might think, holy crap, she's applying a lot of thick stuff. I am applying this so lightly with a big fat brush, just dabbing in the powder a little bit and applying that on top to set it. I really don't end up having a lot of stuff on. I really promise you guys, so don't tell me I look like a cake face, because you'll be able to see in the close-ups at the end, and I'm sure you saw in the close-ups in the beginning, my skin still looks really smooth and natural and not cakey and heavy. So then I'm going to be applying my Anastasia Contour Kit. Yes, I finally gave in and got this, and I love it. I'm using, I think this is Camel. It's the middle contour color to use as my initial contour, using a MAC 168 brush. Forgot to tell you I used a Estee Lauder powder brush. Whoops, Estee Lauder powder brush to apply the setting powder. Then I am taking the darkest color in the contour kit with the big fat powder brush from Estee Lauder and just very, very, very lightly applying that over the contoured areas, and that's only to add just a little warmth. And I also kind of added that on top of the other areas of my face just to add some warmth because I'm not using like a traditional bronzer. So then I'm using Margin Blush from MAC, which is my life lately. It's a beautiful, like, nudie pink blush. It's so beautiful, and it is so glowy looking. It's awesome. So I applied that with the same brush, and then I'm going in with Global Glow Mineralized Skin Finish from MAC, which is my baby, one of my favorite highlighters, using a 185, I think. I'm not exactly sure. It's the MAC Pro fan brush. This highlighter is everything. You really need it, I promise. It is so gorgeous. So I applied that pretty much everywhere because I want to look wet everywhere. So then I filled in my eyebrows with MAC's Fling Eyebrow Pencil. And that's a very nice light blonde color. So I like doing that all over first. I apply my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Any clear brow gel or clear mascara will do. You don't necessarily need this. They gave this to me for free when I bought the Anastasia palettes at my Anastasia counter where I live because they were feeling nice. And then I'm using Dipbrow and Blonde to just darken up the outer edge a little bit because since I got my hair colored, I felt like Dipbrow and Blonde all over was a little too dark. So that's why I used the Fling first for the lightness, and then I just add that Dipbrow just to define the outer parts of the brows. So for my lips, I'm using etcetera lip liner Pro Longwear lip liner from MAC. It is my life. And then L'Oreal Fairest Nude Lipstick, which is also my life. This combination is such a pretty nude lip, like a pretty light pinky nude, but that's not like concealer nude. It's so pretty. So that is the finished look, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching and listening to my deep, manly, gross, sick voice. I'm sorry again. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.